Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, they're going to go with Boone, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. Now on 2nd and 13, Locke. He'll get that complete to Alberto. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now Drew Lock gives way to Brandon McManus. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On the handoff, this is Mostert. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 2nd down, Mostert First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 23-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Lance going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give, right side. Boom. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now Locke. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Locke to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.